Okay, Sonia, we can't hear you, but it looks like we're live.
Okay, we are live.
We're live.
Sorry
All
about
right.
that.
Okay. The meeting will now come to order. Welcome to the February 23rd, 2022 meeting of the Durham County Board of Equalization and Review. My name is David Smith, and I'm the chair of the board. I would like to start by acknowledging that we are conducting this meeting using a remote electronic platform as permitted by Session Law 2020-3. The Board of Equalization and Review is a quasi-judicial body that is governed by the North Carolina General Statutes. The board conducts evidentiary hearings on appeals from appraised real and personal property tax valuations. Today's meeting will proceed much like an in-person meeting of the Board of Equalization and Review. On the screen, you will see the members of the Board of Equalization and Review. Additionally, tax staff and representatives from the county attorney's offices may be present in the remote meeting. Appellants and their witnesses, if any, are required to register in advance and are also attending the remote meeting. When a case is called for its hearing, speakers will be prompted within the remote platform so their video can be seen. The chair will swear in applicants and witnesses at the beginning of each case. Staff will present each case and applicants will then provide their evidence. Control of the presentation and screen sharing will remain with tax staff. Today's meeting is being broadcast live on the county's YouTube site, and a link to this broadcast is on the website for the Board of Equalization and Review. Before we begin the evidentiary hearings on today's agenda, I would like to provide some important information about the steps taken to ensure that each party's due process rights are protected as we proceed in this remote platform. Each applicant on today's agenda was notified that this meeting would be conducted using a remote electronic platform. During registration, every applicant on today's agenda consented to the board conducting the evidentiary hearing using this remote platform. We will also confirm today at the start of each evidentiary hearing that the participants in the evidentiary hearing consent to the matter proceeding in this remote platform. If there's any objection to a matter proceeding in this remote platform, the case will be continued. Notice of today's meeting was provided by publishing notice in the newspaper and by mail to the applicant. The newspaper notices for today's meeting contain information on how the public can access the remote meeting as the meeting occurs. These notices also contain information about the registration requirement for the meeting, along with information about how to register. All individuals participating in today's evidentiary hearings were also required to submit a copy of any presentation, document, exhibit, or other material that they wish to submit at the evidentiary hearing prior to today's meeting. No new documents will be submitted during today's meeting. All decisions of the board are subject to appeal to the North Carolina Property Tax Commission. All right, so the first cases that we have, 1 through 5, are exemptions. Amanda, there you are. Let's get you sworn in. You swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, I do.
State your name and position with the county, please.
Amanda Markle, and I'm Deputy Assessor over land records, individual personal property, and business property.
Okay, and what have you got for us?
Okay, so items number, I believe they're listed as 5 through 10 on the agenda. They are exemption exclusion applications for tax year 2021. They meet all of the criteria in question for their prospective exemption or exclusion. They were just sent in untimely. So we are requesting the board's approval to accept them as timely.
Okay, on our latest agenda, I think there are items 1 through 5.
Okay.
Okay. All right, any questions from the board? Any discussion? Then I'll entertain a motion regarding items 1 through 5.
I've got 1 through 6 on my list.
I do too. I do too.
Well,
too.
well, Sonia, which is the most current?
1 through 6.
Huh. Okay. All right, then I'll entertain a motion regarding items 1 through 6.
Would it be helpful if I went through the parcel numbers just to make sure?
Let's see. Mine doesn't show parcel numbers. I have names and addresses. Oh yes, I'm sorry. I do have parcel numbers. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Go through the parcel number.
173995.
Okay.
218418. 150861. 112645. 100311. and 106979.
All right. And I'll entertain a motion regarding these 6 items.
I make a motion, we accept these items as timely.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay. All right. Thank you, Amanda.
Thank you.
And next we have Andrea. You have the next cases, correct?
You're muted, Andrea.
That is correct. And I apologize. Lisa Callahan, the representative for Plum, she was actually just on the phone with me. She's having trouble logging in, but she's getting in now. So if we could give her just a couple of minutes. She's doing it right now. She needed the link.
Okay. I'm looking to see. When did you send the latest agenda, Sonia?
Yesterday afternoon.
Oh, here, let's see.
See it.
At 4:14 yesterday afternoon.
Yes. 402.
Yeah, I'm trying to load it up right now. Okay, I've got it now. All right. Okay, Andrea, let's get you sworn in, please. If you will raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
And Lisa, we're from Plum. I'm sorry, I don't see your last name. We need to get-
Callahan.
Callahan. We need to get you sworn in also. So if you will raise your right hand, please. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Are you comfortable using this remote Zoom format for your hearing?
I am.
And are you, the property is Plum and Plum Company? Are you one of the, what's your connection with the company?
I'm the owner.
You're the owner. Okay, all right, we'll come back to you in a minute. We'll hear from the county first, okay? Okay, all right, Andrea, what do you have for us on this case?
Good morning. The taxpayer is requesting abatement of the late listing penalties for tax year 2021. The taxpayer is a new restaurant with first filing requirement in January of 21. She opened during the pandemic. The penalties were applied to the business personal property listing because she failed to list the listing timely. The taxpayer received an extension to file return through April 15, 2021. The listing was postmarked April 19th and received in our office April 21st, 2021. Staff recommends that the total penalties of $394.52 remain on the tax receipts per North Carolina General Statute 105-312H.
So when was it due? When was the filing due?
April 15th.
And you received it on April 19th?
We received it. It was postmarked April 19th. We received it April 21st.
Okay, so about a week late.
Yes.
Okay. All right, Ms. Callahan, what do you have for us?
Well, as Andrea stated, I opened during the pandemic. And we honestly have never known what normal business would be like. I have, scrambled in many instances to just have money to keep the doors open at my business. And during that time period, we had just come inside. I had only been able to serve my customers outside. So the scramble to keep my staff, pay my staff, and to keep the doors open, paying rent, paying food bills, and just being there myself 24/7. I neglected to get that paid in a timely way. And
All right.
I'm usually very I try to pay all my bills on time, and it's just been a real scramble. I'm kind of tapped out in so many areas, and we are hoping that normalcy is around the corner. But that's not even a guarantee. So I'm appealing to you guys to understand the pressures that small businesses face during this time, especially restaurants.
Okay. And Ms. Williams, has she paid her, not the penalty, but has she paid her tax on this?
She has not paid her tax, but she has entered into a payment agreement with our collections department.
Okay. All right. Any questions of the board? Any discussion? I mean, under the circumstances, she's like a week late, and I do understand the problems with the crisis, the pandemic that we're all going with. I know that sometimes we, with small businesses, we'll cut it in half, but in this case, I would be in favor of just, relieving the whole penalty. What do the rest of y'all think?
I'm siding with you, David. And actually, it was only 2 days that it was postmarked. So even though the county received it a week later, she got it in 2 days later because it's postmarked on the 17th, if I'm not mistaken. So I can live with that.
What about the rest of you? Any
I'd
objections?
be okay with that too.
I'm fine with that also.
Okay, all right. Then I will entertain a motion regarding this one, number 7.
I move that we waive the penalty on this case.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay. All right. Thank you very much, and good luck with your
Thank
rest.
you so much. Thank you all.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, the next case we have is Only Burger. Is anybody here from Only Burger? Let's see, they're not supposed to be here till 11:10. It's 11:16. Ms. Williams, have you heard anything from the Only Burger people? What is?
Heard back from them.
What is? I don't see a penalty amount on this. Is this?
So it is a value appeal. However, it's timely. It was received untimely. So we're bringing to you the untimeliness of it.
Okay, so what does that mean? They'll be penalized for being untimely?
They did not submit they weren't penalized for being untimely, but they want to appeal their value. However, we received the appeal past the appeal date.
Oh, I see. So they just want to contest the value, but it's too late for them to be able to do that.
Correct.
Okay. All right. Well, any discussion from the board or any questions? It's kind of hard to be lenient when they don't even show up.
And Mr. Smith, if I can just state for the record, the bill was submitted August 13th of 2021, and we did not receive their appeal until October 17th of 2021. So it was over 2 months late.
Okay, so they would have had to appeal in August?
In September.
September, okay.
Yes. Thank
Okay.
you.
And any discussion from the board? Then I will entertain a motion regarding number 8.
I move that we uphold the county's position.
Have a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, that leads us on to number 9. They're not present yet, it doesn't look like, but they've got until 11:30. So let's take a break and we'll reconvene at at 11:30.
All right.
See you all then. Okay, well, it's 11:30. I'm hoping that Chris T is the person that we're waiting for the next case.
Yeah, so my name's Hector. Chris and me both work for Enthalpy.
Okay,
So I think either one of us can kind of speak to kind of the appeal, I think.
okay. Well, the first thing, can you turn your video on?
Sorry, what was that?
Can you turn your videos on?
Oh, sure. How you doing?
Okay, what happened to Chris? Is he there with you or?
Chris is in a different office. He not sure has an older laptop, so I'm not sure if he has a computer on his.
Okay. All right, well, let's get you sworn in first. If you would raise your right hand, please. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth so help you God?
I do.
And are you comfortable using this Zoom format for your case?
I do.
And what is your connection with this company?
I'm the senior accounting manager.
So you're an employee of the company.
Correct.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll switch back to the county and hear their case, and then we'll come in with you. All right.
Sound good?
And we already swore her in with a previous case. That's why I'm not swearing her in. So, Ms. Williams, what do you have for us on this case?
This taxpayer is requesting abatement of the late list penalty for tax year 2021 in the amount of $5,293.52. The penalties were applied because the taxpayer failed to submit the listing by January 31st of 2021. Staff recommends that the total penalties of $5,293.52 remain on the tax receipts per North Carolina General Statute 105-312H.
Did they file?
They filed. It was received in our office February the 8th.
February the 8th. So they were
Yes.
8 days late. Is that? You
Yes.
said 8 days late. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. It's your turn now, sir.
Yeah. So me and Chris are essentially kind of the two staff that are responsible for filing these on an annual basis.
Mhm.
So January is obviously kind of a very difficult. We're a public company, so we've got audit requests, property filings for multiple counties. We've got, I think, 15 to 20 different counties. So January is a different, a very just kind of very busy period. So we actually went and filed the return actually the 31st of January. And then what we did was we just kind of went and just dropped it off. We did get we do with all these filings, we kind of take a scan essentially kind of the envelope. We're in California, just FYI, so we kind of have essentially kind of a picture of the envelope that we would have sent over. And I think just obviously being across the just country, it takes a little bit to obviously get to your guys' office.
When did you put it in the mail?
The 31st.
So, Ms. Williams, do you have a postmark on that, on the filing?
I do not. Does Mr. Rivera have a copy of the envelope that he submitted?
Yeah, I can share my screen if that's okay with you guys.
Okay. Ms. Williams, what's the law? Is it when it's mailed or is it when it's received? Okay.
So
The postmark is a good date, is the good date.
Is the date you use?
yeah, so the 30th here. Sorry, not the 31st. We mailed it on the 30th.
Why does it say Montrose Environmental?
So this right here, the left-hand side, this is from us, right? And then this is where it's going.
Okay.
So in this case, County of Durham.
Why does it say Mount Airy, North Carolina?
Why does it?
Is that where it's supposed to go? That is correct. Okay, is that your clearinghouse or wherever you have them sent, Ms. Williams? We can't hear you, Ms. Williams. You're on mute. Ms. Williams, you're on mute. We can't hear you. Can you?
Yes, our mail goes to Mount Airy.
Okay, so it looks like this was properly mailed timely. Is that what I'm seeing here, Starling?
It is showing the 30th as the postmark date, and that would make it mailed timely.
Okay.
Amanda, do you have any comment?
Yeah, Mr. Smith, Andrea is having technical difficulty. She just ran into my office. I do apologize.
Oh, that's okay.
And may I speak on behalf of this case as well?
Yes.
Okay. What I want you to point out on this envelope is this is stamped by a mail machine. It is stamped by a Pitney Bowes mail machine, not a U.S. postmark. So you can stamp anything from a Pitney Bowes machine and not drop it in the mail for a couple of days. We have to go by the U.S. postmark, not from a mail machine. And we do mail our listings. Everything goes to Mount Airy because they scan everything in for us.
Okay. So this doesn't show when it was mailed. And if it's a Pitney Bowes, is there no stamp on there from the post office? Is there?
That is the stamp, basically.
Do they postmark it?
That's how yeah, when you do mass mailings like that, you just run it through and your bill, basically.
Okay. All right. Well, first of all, can you give us our screen back, Mr. Rivera?
Yeah, sorry about that.
Okay. All right. Anything else? So you say that is when you mailed it. Was that?
Yeah, so obviously, so we do our best effort. So I think this year you guys actually offered the ability to file online. I don't think we've ever been late. Every year we do our best effort to go and file. This year we did take advantage of your guys's online option, and I think we were able to file by the deadline. So shouldn't really ever happen again. I don't know if there's some sort of confusion. So, my apologies for that. My staff obviously got it out as soon as we can.
Okay. All right. Any comments from you, Ms. Williams, if we can hear you? Or
No comments.
okay. All right. Any questions or discussion from the board?
I just wanted to clarify. So in the absence of a postmark, did I hear correctly that it was received 8 days late? Is that correct?
Correct.
That is correct. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and just keep in mind, we're in California, and just, the mail does take some time to get obviously over to the other side of the US.
Okay. Any other comments? I guess based on the evidence, his testimony is that they mailed it on time. So unless he's lying, and then the wrath of God will come down on him, we have to accept his testimony, I think. So that's sort of my feeling. I don't know about the rest of you.
I'm in agreement because, like I said, it was a week late, and if it would take a week to get from California, probably with the mail system.
That's what I was thinking too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm in agreement.
All right. Then I will entertain a motion regarding this item.
I would move that we waive the penalty for this case.
Or that accepted as timely. Would that be a better way to put it? Received
Yes.
timely.
Accept it as timely.
Okay.
I would move that we accept it as timely. My bad.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
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 No opposed. All right. Okay. So we've waived your penalty, sir.
Thank you, guys. Won't
Okay.
happen. Thanks, guys. Bye.
All right. Well, I guess that is it as far as the agenda. Is there anything else? Starling, you reminded us about the May 31st meeting, the training. You're muted, Starling. We can't hear you.
Okay, yeah, Tanya, you weren't here when we first started, but I was just reminding everybody about the Board of Equalization Review training on the 31st and the 7th. And you do not have to attend both. It's a one or the other. training. So it's the same in both of them. And of course, I'll probably attend both of them, and hopefully I can pick something up.
And so we responded, I think, when you first sent it out. Do we need to reply and say we're going to attend to get the?
No. You're going to get a 2-day notice prior to. That would be when the because it's not so necessarily a registration situation, because it's going to be open for everyone to attend. Any and everyone can attend. Anyone in the tax office, anyone associated with it. So it'll be a lot of outsiders, so to speak, attending also. So, and you do not have to register. They're gonna send us the link in two days prior to the meeting.
And you'll just forward that link to us, and that's how it'll get.
Yes, and I'll forward the link. Right. Yes. Because it actually goes to Dwane, and then Dwane sends it to me, because it goes to the assessor's list. We have an assessor's list, and it goes to and then I'll forward it to you all that same day.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
Do we know when our next meeting will be?
We don't have a next meeting at this point. It looks like unless something comes up with Andrea and Amanda's listings or evaluation appeal, because we don't have any. I think we've got one commercial that Kenya is working on with the taxpayer. So we may not have an appeal off of that. So I don't know yet.
I've got something here, April 6th. I think maybe that's when we convene or whatever.
Yeah, April 6th is when we will convene. Yeah.
But
May the 11th is when we will adjourn.
Okay.
That's our adjournment date, May the 11th. Convene on April 6th, adjourn on May the 11th.
Okay. All right.
And we'll do the technical part of it on the 6th. We'll do the technical part. And we've got in so far, I think we've got 12 appeals and new appeals in so far, but we haven't sent notices yet. So, and we've got 6,000 plus notices of change of value to send out. So 60 appeals out of that, maybe.
And when is the next reval year?
125 at this point.
125. Because at one point it was going to be sooner, but you all moved it back, right?
Yeah, it was. Well, we've gone to the commissioners, and they approved 126, but we've already met some metrics from the Department of Revenue that says we've got to move it up to 125. Okay. Yeah.
Well, thank you, everybody. Thank you, Sonia. I think you get the hang of what's going on. You're doing a good job. All right.
Thank you.
All right. See you all sometime, I guess.
Okay.
Bye.
And we're gonna try to get rid of Dwane's picture, because that's messing all this stuff up. I'd much rather have a picture of Sonia up there than Dwane.
Yeah, she's better looking than he is.
Thank you.
Easily.
I won't let him know that.
All right.
Don't tell him that, though.
Exactly. I won't.
Yeah.
All right. See you all soon.
All right.
Everybody be good.
Bye.
Bye.